show to myself today. Okay. All righty. Well, since Trey isn't here today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in that technicolor rainbow in between, it is your boy Big Herb, and Trey's not here today. So this is Blurs and Whiskey. With that being said, let's get into these church announcements. So yesterday, hold on a second. I gotta start off. The drink of the day is Jägermeister, and it's kind of clear on here. So, but yeah, because the bottle's green. So yeah. So yesterday was MagFest, and
surprise, bitch! You're not alone.
Fucker! God. You did this, didn't you, EO?
I mean,
you did this.
I think you need a little backup, somebody to hold the fort down, because to be honest, you were kind of struggling there already. So we just had to do it. I'm sorry.
When you're in a slump, you go to the big bats on the bench. Let's get this.
All right, now, in honor of Trey, I don't want any shenanigans out of you two.
We good. We Gucci. We Gucci. Look at her. Smile. Smile for the fucking camera right there. Smile for the people.
I don't want to fucking smile right now. But for
the
sake
I'm
of
smiling big enough for both of us.
But for the sake of the goddamn But church announcements. MagFest. What the hell happened last night?
You niggas need to calm down.
What the hell happened? You know what? For the sake of the show.
Oh, right.
God damn it. MagFest, what the hell happened last night? So apparently y'all niggas can't have nothing in the DMV, huh? People getting robbed, people literally are out there bare ass naked getting robbed. What the hell happened? Like, I mean, people
robberies, beatings,
it's just police is tasing people and shit.
People casting spells. I heard it was a dragon. So you niggas just taking this Witcher stuff a little bit too far. Huh? It's supposed to be a celebration of gaming and music, and y'all turned it into.
What the hell is going on?
Y'all turned it into.
Like, they ain't gonna give us nothing. I mean. All right, so the next thing that's going on, that's I guess if it's still available because it might get canceled, CatsaCon 2020 over at the National Harbor. But
listen, stop turning stuff into nerd freaknik.
It's. I'm sorry, guys. That him and the whole entire shenanigans.
First show of the year.
First goddamn thing, and I mean, let's try to get this thing together. Like I said, CatsaCon 2020 is going to be at National Harbor. It's going to be on February the 14th through the 16th. For more information, go to catsacon.org. Our favorite day of the year, Steak and BJ Day.
Steak and BJ Day. Yeah, Here's the thing. I make a pretty good steak. So if you fuck up my steak on Steak and BJ Day, what is BJ Day?
Yeah, that was. Anyway, I did. Just
say it right, exactly. So
everybody's getting meat that day. I mean, seriously. I mean,
oh yeah,
she's
we getting meat and we giving meat.
BlurCon 2020, July 17th through the 19th, going to be at the Hyatt Regency. Last year, we pretty much tore it down over at me and Trey, the Mario Brothers. Tore it down at BlurCon last year, so this should be even more fun. I talked to a few people that was actually interested in it last year, and I'm trying to see if they're trying to come out this year, and they already said they in. Geek Homecoming, HBCU Con at April. It's going to be on April 4th at Bowie State University. For more information, go on hbcucon.org. And as always, go and watch our prior episodes, merch. Latest shows as far like this one, you can go on blursandwhiskey.com and visit us on all social media outlets, on our fan page on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. And that concludes the Sunday announcements.
We all over the place.
Yeah, so yes, we're back. The very first day of the year, well, not day of the year, but the first show of the year. And I have this, but I'm not doing that. I already have that moniker of stealing shit, and I'm not doing it this year. I needed cue cards, but
your New Year's resolution is to stop stealing shit. Seriously? Hey, you did it to yourself.
Let's see how long you stick to it.
Okay, challenge accepted. Challenge accepted.
But since we've been on this break, what you been up to, Herb?
Yeah. So this past right before Christmas, I went to Florida to meet up with my family, and as you know, there's a big wrestling shindig that goes on every Wednesday in Orlando.
Yeah,
and that
AEW.
That too, but it's not just in Orlando, but WWIII NXT, and I made my very first trip to NXT in Florida over at Full Sail University. And first of all, I want to say, Spirit, you fucked up my experience a little bit because I was supposed to be there at 5:30, and you guys got me there at like 7. I mean, what the hell? It's my fault for even picking Spirit. But I mean, hey, I got there safely. And I didn't actually get into the show because that was supposed to be the NXT championship between Finn Balor and Adam Cole. So I literally got there as Finn Balor was getting drilled across the head with a steel chair by Johnny Wrestling himself.
Nice.
Nice. But the atmosphere was amazing. It's very intimate. It's like I'm literally 4 rows behind, and the first 3 rows, as you can see, we're gonna get to this in a second. But as the actual show was going on, I'm literally 4 rows behind. You have 3 little rows in front of you, and then you have 4, 5, 6, and 7. But I literally could yell at some wrestlers, and they could hear me like literally right there. Literally to the left of me, I have the announcing team. I literally was like, "Hey, you guys are doing a great job." And they just give me the thumbs up and everything. So
are these photos that you took?
I took from my seats. I'm literally that close.
Well, that's part of the allure about NXT, and that's why people call it the only real wrestling show that WWE has.
Yeah, it is
the intimacy of the arena that they're in. It's because, like you said, you're right there in Full Sail. Like you can, I haven't been there, but you can tell from TV, it's literally but so big, and you're right there. Like you can reach out and touch the wrestlers, or if they want to, they can reach out and touch you. Like you said, you can talk to the announcers, and
I met Beth Phoenix. Yeah,
and look at your pictures. Yeah. Like it looks like you're part of the damn announce team, or you're running the social media for NXT.
I mean, seriously, like the one thing that was awesome at this kid had to be at least about like 9 or 10 years old. And one of the wrestlers came out. He's like, "You suck." So she turned around and said, "You kiss my ass." I mean, it's like, whoa, this is awesome. And at the end of the show, like you just seen me getting riled up as I forget her name, Rhea Ripley. She won the women's NXT championship, and then I just seen people running to the actual ring. I was like, oh. So we doing that. Right. And then it was like, "You, come on in." Okay. So that's when I rushed into the actual ring and just proceeded to take pictures. And I was like, okay. Yeah. So we doing this. Yeah, and if you go on WWE on YouTube, if you really take a good look, like right back there, you could actually see me in there. So I'll send out the pictures on the fan page so you can actually see how my whole entire experience was with this awesome show.
But I mean, again, that's the whole thing of it. That's the allure of NXT. That's what draws people, many people in. It's because it's right there, and it's right. You get right in the mix of things, and you know what I mean. Like you said, you can reach out and touch your favorite wrestlers. You can talk to people. You can get Mauro Ranallo. You can get some of his spit on you as he's
literally
"Mamma Mia" or something.
I literally heard him like say "Mamma Mia" at least about 3 times. Yeah, and I mean, like literally. I'm 5 feet away from him, right. And it was just the whole experience was awesome. Actually, one of our friends, Greg Miller, was there. I literally looked across. I was like, "Is that Greg?" And then I hit him up. I was like, "Greg, is that you?" I'm at NXT. I gotta call you back. And I'm like, "No, motherfucker, I'm at NXT." Look across the room. I'm here.
Yeah, see, so that's the cool thing of it. You know what I mean? Like with the big shows, with the SmackDown, with the Raw, people say that the fandom gets lost. But at NXT, you can really go and be a fan. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, I literally lost my shit.
And not to be, you can be any type of fan that you want to be there. You can be the little kid fan, you can be the big fan, or some people get to be the toxic asshole fans. So
that kid was actually trying to be a toxic asshole, and kudos to your parents, kid. I love the way that they're raising you. So, moving forward, so there was a big movie that came over the holiday.
Really?
Yeah, Star Wars.
Never heard of it.
Oh, man.
Never heard of it. It sounds like it's a movie that takes place with.
It goes back and it starts in the middle, then it goes back, and then it goes all the way to the future. And it's like some shit happens in between. Yes, incest. You have a couple other shit that just happens, and then I mean.
Oh, you talking about the movies with the Ewoks?
Yeah.
Ah,
that shit.
Love those movies. Love those little furry things.
Yeah, the Zeke Elliott's.
If you ever out in the forest, you need an Ewok with you because you're gonna need something to wipe your ass with.
Yeah. So those motherfuckers put a movie together, and I seen it. What did you think?
So I went on. All jokes aside, I went on the 22nd because you usually when a Star Wars movie comes out, you don't go and see it early on because you're gonna get caught up in all the toxic fanboyism, as I like to call it, that's associated with Star Wars nowadays. Mm-hmm. I actually enjoyed the movie. For what it was, for what it is, I don't have this unhealthy attachment that a lot of people have to Star Wars. I just went and enjoyed the movie. I feel like if J.J. Abrams would have directed all three movies, it would have been a more cohesive story. Yeah. But the fact that I believe it was Rian Johnson direct the second one, The Last Jedi, and he tried to sever all ties from what makes the movies great. I feel like that put them in a hole to where they had to try and write their way out of it.
Man, that was the one when they took out what's the name?
That was the one where Luke Skywalker, at the beginning of it, he takes his lightsaber that he lost and throws the shit over his shoulder, like fuck out of here.
Like we're not even dealing with this shit.
Right? He was very condescending, and he was very old manish. Say that he was very
get off my lawnish type.
Yes, very much so. and I left that movie going, okay, boomer.
But apparently they have the J.J. Abrams, the director of this one, has his own different cut that Disney was like, nah, we're not getting that shit on it. Like, see, I heard a few things like, spoiler alert for those who haven't. Yeah, I'm still keeping that moniker. I'm spoiling shit. So new year, new me, or old me. Finn uses the Force. That was taken out. Darth Vader was supposed to make an appearance. Didn't happen. The Force Ghost appears. Supposed to see Obi-Wan. Supposed to see what's his name? Luke. Well, we did kind of see Luke.
Luke was there.
Yeah. But you're supposed to have all the old Jedi's supposed to come out.
Don't spoil it. It's too late.
Hey man, it's been 30.
Hold on a second. This is the director's cut. They never made an appearance, so really, it's not spoiling.
Hold on. This is something that I wanted to address on this show for a very, very long time. If it's been 3 weeks, it is now January 5th. The movie came out on December 20th. If you're worried about us spoiling the movie for you, you should have not been watching this. Don't watch anything nerd culture.
Hold on a second. It's your own fault.
Plain and simple.
Hey!
Literally, like I mean, honestly, on this show, I feel like you're almost too respectful. New rock stars will put out a spoiler video literally the Thursday the movie comes out.
Hold on a second. What was the name of that where they have the where they actually write down the actual script and they saying like, yeah, we're gonna do it like this, and then the same guy, he's portraying another person and he literally just shits on the whole entire movie. Was it? What's the name of that on YouTube? That YouTube page? Are you even paying attention?
I am multitasking.
Damn it!
but I mean, honestly, like we for 2020 we moving past that.
Yeah,
and you get a week.
Honestly,
you get a week.
If you watch our show, you should know that we're giving you way too much time to actually figure out, like, hey, watch the shit. We're going to talk about it. If you missed out, either put us on mute or it's your own goddamn fault. Yes, that's Herb speaking. Herb's words is stop being a dick and just pay for what you need to see already.
Yeah. And on the topic of being a dick, so John Boyega was on social media, and he was.
His IG page is actually pretty fucking hilarious.
I love John Boyega. The man can do no wrong in my eyes. Even Pacific Rim Uprising, or was that the name of the second one?
Oh no,
it was. Yeah, because what's his name? He was supposed to be playing the son of.
He was Idris Elba's son.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying he's hilarious. But apparently, making jokes about having sex with Rey in real life,
it's fiction.
Having sex with a fictional character just was so offensive to a bunch of people who really wanted to see Kylo and Rey have some type of weird relationship. But as my man so eloquently put on his social media, hoes mad. It's fiction.
It's fictional characters.
They don't really exist. Kylo, Ben Solo, Rilo, Ren, Rey, whatever, Rey Palpatine. Oops, spoiler. They're not real people. Relax.
It's not real.
Relax.
And my wife put it out there like this. It's like you guys are bitching about a black mermaid. Oops, that happened.
Right.
It's like you guys are bitching about shit that doesn't.
What's next? We're gonna start complaining that they're gonna change an Asgardian gatekeeper into a black man. Oh, wait a minute.
They did.
And you guys complained about that. Relax.
Oh my
Relax. God. Let it go.
Did that actually happen?
It did.
Oh my God.
It did. People were going to boycott the first Thor movie because Idris Elba was playing him, though.
Yeah.
First call.
First call. Well, welcome back, motherfucker. Where are you at?
Okay. Hold on. I got to pull this fucking truck over.
I didn't even do it this time, Trey.
Moving on.
I didn't do it. Move your truck over and call us back, Trey. I didn't do it this time, dude.
Fuck you both.
Should have brought your ass in, man.
For those of you that don't know, this is the normal co-host of the show. This is Trey Proper on the phone. And apparently I must have done something to piss him off because I can hear it in the upward inflection in his voice that he had to pull his truck over while he's at work.
If it once, it's not me being pissed off at him.
So he's probably about to tear my ass a new one about the whole spoiler thing. Hey, Trey.
Why are you telling people not to tune in? Don't do that shit.
Who said no tune in?
Herb, you just said, if you don't get spoiled, we want people to watch the damn show, right?
I said put it on mute, and it's your own fault. I never said turn off the show.
I swear to God.
Did I say turn off the show? If I said turn off the show, then I apologize. But did I say put us on mute and keep watching us? Or did I say it's your own fault?
We would love for you guys to keep watching our show regardless. I'll be back next week and make sure that we don't spoil shit anymore.
I never said. Don't turn. I never said.
And Rick, nigga, yeah, the John Boyega shit was hilarious. I got it. Hey, hoes be mad.
No.
I gotta get back to work. I'm gonna let y'all go do your thing. You're doing a great job. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Don't spoil shit. Keep watching our shit. All right, now.
Drive safe.
I didn't do that shit.
That wasn't. I didn't have
I didn't say don't watch the show. I said put us on mute or just don't listen to us.
Or
No. I didn't say that.
No.
I said put us on mute and it's your own fault.
or just guys, just stop being so sensitive.
Yeah.
Just relax and have fun. Yeah. Life is too stressful. There's too much shit going on. Mm-hmm. Let's all just have fun and enjoy the ride.
Hold on.
So in a nutshell,
hold on a second. Before you say this shit, we're actually getting along.
Because you have a common enemy now.
Oh man. So with that whole entire shit going on as far as with Boyega trolling the fans, I mean, I do kind of feel like fans are being the one time that we actually, as Blurred and nerd culture, we were always looking as like the bullies are the bad guys, and now guess who's making the role reversals this time?
We have become the bullies. I'm so often I find myself, I don't comment on a lot of things on social media. I don't interact with a lot of things on social media. I just read and I take things in. So often I see so many of us nerds, blurs, geeks, whatever you want to call. I see us out there having these tirades online and going after people. And we've chased so many people off of social media in the past few years because they didn't do it the way that we wanted, or because something was changed. They changed the race of this person. They changed this person to a woman or to whatever.
People want to be gay. I mean, they changed the whole entire.
Guys, if
it's not supposed to be like this, change it now.
It is fictional characters. Yes, they mean a lot to all of us. But guess what? As long as the story's good and as the basis is still there, just go with it. Just go with it. Change is not as hard a thing as you people think. For the guys that are on this show, for the majority of the people that you've seen in front of the camera, we have this whole duality thing, right? Because yes, we are nerds, we are blurs, and we love everything that we talk about, but we also happen to be black men from the inner city, or some black women from the inner city, right? Now
looking like brawly ass niggas,
right? And we have to code switch because we can be in the hood and get along with everybody and talk about whatever, and then we can take it back to the suburbs or to wherever and talk about anything nerd culture. Then on our jobs, we have to code switch because either one of those other two things just makes people completely uncomfortable. So now we have to switch into a professional mode.
I was like, I even do you one better. How many niggas do you know that drink Jägermeister? I mean, how many?
But
I mean, we have to. You have to adjust. You have to switch it up for every once in a while. You have to. What's the term I want to use? You have to evolve. I mean, seriously, at some point, you have to change. You have to just change the goddamn narrative. It's nothing wrong with that. But people just want to be like, oh, I have a black man that's taking over Thor's. He's letting Thor go places that he wants to go. Shut the fuck up, fam. Okay. Seriously, get over yourself. It's not always going to be your way. I mean, even as far as like LGBT, the letters, I don't want to butcher it, so I'm just going to say the letters.
I got you. LGBTQ.
Thank you. I don't want to butcher it, so that's why we have help here. Because we don't want this to be another Herb's word, and I can get canceled. So, like I said, moving forward, you have to let them be them. Stop trying to shit on them. I mean, if you want to go ahead and be a gay football player, stop shitting on people for doing that. If you want to go ahead and be a woman that's changing how the world is, go and do that. Just let's just move forward.
I want to sum it up with this. If you ever seen the movie Semi-Pro, which was a Will Ferrell movie about ABA basketball, had perfect quote in it. Everybody love everybody.
Love me sexy. Oh, we don't have the rights to that.
Copyright strike.
Yeah. So, in other news, fucking pigs being pigs. There was an incident that took place, I believe, in Oklahoma, where a rookie cop decided to go and get a cup of Joe doing cop stuff.
Greg White says you have to adapt to situations all the time as a black person.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Absolutely.
True shit. But yes, there was a rookie cop who decided to get a cup of Joe over at his local McDonald's. Until when he got his cup back, you know how they write down the names on there? Mm-hmm. It said on there, fucking pig. And guess what? He decided to go ahead and give this, let him know what's on his mind by pretty much putting everybody on blast. Until the police actually did some real investigation to find out that he was the one who did it. His police, ladies and gentlemen. We're supposed to be trusting you with. And here's the thing: I have family, I have friends who are all part of the police department, whether it be PG County, NYPD, and that's just this.
So I'm gonna
fucking pigs being pigs.
I'm gonna say this about this subject. So in today's culture, we live in a troll culture, so to speak. You know, and what we're noticing is here's a meme that I saw the other day, and there's a point to this. I just have to preface it with this. The year 2050 is just as far away as 1990 is. That's crazy. Yeah, it just hit you. In 30 years, it'll be 2050. 30 years back is 1990. Crazy, right?
Fuck.
I say that to say, those kids who have been on the internet trolling for years since the internet is becoming a thing, they grow up. They have to go to school. They have to get jobs. They get into different types of positions, right? The internet has created this culture of trolling, has created this culture of victimizing yourself by figuring out what gets people riled up and having them to go after different people. Mm-hmm. This is a symptom of that. What you're going to have is you're going to have people in positions of power or perceived power who are going to do things like this, who want to make themselves the victim.
Yeah.
Because we have a bunch of people who just want the attention. And it seems to me in this day and age that it doesn't matter if it's good or bad attention, we just want that attention. And then once you get caught up in it, then that's when everybody goes, oh, well, I did it because of this, and I did it
for The Rock.
Right. Everybody's Rikishi now. They're doing it for The Rock, and they're doing it for the people. No, you did it because you're an asshole.
Yeah, you're a douchebag.
Right, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
And we need to get back to whatever just happened to calling assholes. You're a dick. You're a jerk.
I don't have a problem calling anybody an asshole.
Well, apparently that's how you get canceled.
Yeah.
That's how you get canceled. But we need to stop being afraid of that. We need to get back to calling people out for their bullshit, man.
Yeah.
We really do.
I think that cancel, depending on the situation, cancel shit is like overrated. I mean,
cancel culture is toxic culture.
Yeah. It's one thing if you're actually like an R. Kelly or a Bill or anybody of that nature.
we should make real orange juice out of that nigga a long time ago.
like cancel him. Like cancel an actual person that's damaging to the world.
Man, stop.
But because somebody said that they don't like this or they don't like that, they want change.
It's okay.
You don't like it. Man, don't be a douche.
It's okay to disagree, and we need to start canceling people who are bad people.
Hold on a second. Before the show, I didn't fuck with him. Did we cancel this show when I didn't show up? No, we didn't. Mm-hmm. The show went on. Life should go on. Stop being a dick.
All right.
I don't have a problem saying it.
I got friends that's Cowboy fans. Oh shit! Like,
fuck them.
I
was like, look,
get over it, man.
I don't give a fuck.
Just because I don't agree with something that somebody, just because I don't agree with somebody's stance, doesn't mean that I can't rock with them. Y'all gotta, man. We gotta grow up. We gotta progress.
My wife is gonna hate me when I say that.
Speaking of growth,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of growth, over the past Christmas season, there was this company that I'm about to promote today, Legendary Beer Club, by our dear friends over there. They have put together an amazing product, and so me and Trey have told you before, time and time again, about the Legendary Beer Club, how they always have you smelling your beer smelling good, and the ladies just love them all over. So yeah, I put some on the other day, and my wife was like, "Ooh, that shit smell good. What is that you got on?" "Oh, babe, that's called panty dropper." She's like, "Ooh, I'm not even going to talk about what happened next. But yes, Legendary Beard Club. Has your beard all shiny and nice and everything. You can go ahead and get all your information right here that's up on the screen right now. Legendary Beard Club. Excuse me. www.legendarybeardclub.com, or go on IG at True Testimony and hit up our homegirl Monique. She'll be able to help you out with all of that.
I need to invest in some of that because I got this splotchy Joe Dirt thing going on here and it's killing me. So I might have to invest in some of that. And then I ain't wearing that panty dropper stuff because I work with a bunch of older women and they all be they get real weird.
Sonny boy.
They get real weird. I ain't
about, start throwing granny panties at you.
I ain't about that life.
But yeah, check out our homegirl Monique over at True Testimony on IG.
Use them shits to parachute right out of there.
Oh, jeez. Let me have one more drink, please.
Mama Durant said it's taking everything in me not to call Richard a dick. Love you, Ricky.
You know who I am. You know how I am. I've been this way for years. Ain't shit changed but the gray and the beard.
Oh, man. That's funny. Well, moving forward, let's get into the refill. There's a lot of stuff that's been coming out over the last few weeks. Oh, man. First of all, we have the trailer that just came out from The Boys, our Amazon favorite show that's on TV. I'm sorry. Not on TV. On Amazon Prime. And the way that show ended this past season, I can't wait.
So, here's the thing. If most of you know, I'm kind of like the chief researcher for the show. I a lot of the odds and ends and a lot of different facts, I'm usually the guy that has them. So I've known they've been trying to get The Boys into production for about 8 years now. It was supposed to be a movie, and they realized they couldn't do a movie, so they turned it into a show. Once the streaming services started to come about and it started to become a thing, they turned it into a show. The books, I was saying to her, the books are almost like a PG version of the. No, the show is a PG version of the books. The books are. If you're a fan of the show, please go back and read the books. The books are amazing.
Hold on a second. I kind of want to tell what happens in the actual book. But I'm afraid that we might the show might have to take a stop. We can't talk about this anymore. Go ahead and look it up because your mind will be.
I'm gonna say this: it's so graphic, I can't even talk about it.
Yeah,
I can't even talk about it. And some of you that have seen the show, you know how graphic the show is. Yeah. The books are way more graphic. Yeah. They are amazing. Please do yourself a favor and go back.
Papa Royal said, "No more." He said, "No more child support." Seriously. But other things also on Disney Plus, The Mandalorian. I have to say right now, this is the best show that's on any streaming service.
It is the way.
Yeah, it is the way, and we have spoken.
Baby Yoda needs a GAW.
Yeah. But
and Gina Carano.
Yeah, Gina Carano is doing what The Rock did, but to a lesser extent. You know what I mean? Like she's making the transition from a combat sport into movies and television, and she's doing a good job.
I think she's been acting longer than she was fighting at this point.
Yeah, she has actually, which is kind of crazy.
Y'all remember her from
she got thrown. Right. Oh, she got thrown out on the plane on Fast and Furious.
Yeah. But no, I mean, The Mandalorian is really good. Can y'all stop saying it's a Baby Yoda show, please?
It's not.
Baby Yoda's okay. It's a cool character. I get it. Y'all girls, y'all see.
Oh, it's not even. We don't even know what the hell the name is.
It's a foundling.
It's the thing. It's the thing that looks like Yoda.
He's a foundling.
Yeah,
I'm leaving it there.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the only spoiler I'm gonna give you from it because I really want people to go back and watch the show.
Actually watch the show. And but here's the one
non-spoiler.
Right.
Here's the one thing that I actually have to say that I do like in the way of where all these shows are coming out. I like the fact that it's actually I have to watch it this week and then the following week the next episode instead of binge. Like, don't get me wrong, some shows are actually binge worthy,
right?
But it keeps me on edge. Like, I have to go to my coworkers. Like, yo, did you see that joint this week? So, nah, I ain't see it, but okay, well, check it out tonight.
There's almost a feeling when you binge a show really, really quickly. There's almost a feeling of incompleteness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you really didn't have to work for anything. It goes right into our microwave culture of I want the instant.
I want it, and I want it now.
I want to make it over the stove. But yeah, but I'll tell you what really, really, really excites me about the Mandalorian, and this is my Marvel nerdism coming through. Mm-hmm. I don't care. It has me excited for Falcon and Winter Soldier, for WandaVision, for Hawkeye, because the production values and quality on The Mandalorian is movie-like. Yeah. It is movie-like. You know what I mean? Like, this looks like it could fit seamlessly into a Star Wars movie. And it has me excited for those Marvel shows because it shows that they are putting money and effort and brilliant people behind these. By the way,
Mandalorian is Star Wars for people who don't even like Star Wars.
Exactly.
Exactly. And I'll be the first person to tell you, I've never really followed Star Wars like that. And I'm ashamed to say that, being a blurred on this show. But I mean, I can love this show. Like, seriously, like everything about it. And it's not even like, oh, I have to watch prior episodes of The Last Jedi or what's the name, or the New Hope or anything. You don't have to watch any of it. It's literally its own thing. And you have to give a shout out to the creator of it,
Jon Favreau. I was just about to say, can we just talk about how Jon Favreau is one of the greatest directors of just generation, if not the greatest?
Favreau.
Favreau. Mm-hmm. Swingers. So let's just talk about it real quick. Let's just run down this thing. He decides to make a Marvel movie, launches the MCU because he was the original director of Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
He
had fallen out. Then he went to make his Chef movie,
right,
which was actually a diss record to Disney.
Right. And then they bring him back. And he's still one of the founding members. They still can, like, what y'all don't know is behind the scenes is he has his input is in on everything. And I don't mean just like, oh, Iron Man movie or Iron Man scene. No. Every movie, literally those directors will sit and talk with him about how he applied his logic and his humor to these movies.
Tony Stark's, I don't want to say maid, his bodyguard, his Alfred.
Happy Hogan.
Happy. We are happy that you're here, man. But moving forward, we have to keep going. Netflix, The Witcher. I've only seen 2 episodes so far. I am impressed. So far, it's actually really good. So before, you guys got to watch it. I don't want to spoil anything. I genuinely don't. This is an actually good show that you need to pay attention to. The memes are funny as hell, by the way. But another show that I wanted to get to talk about on Netflix is called The Messiah. And you had a funny little joke about this earlier.
I watched the trailer for The Messiah the other day, and I got interested, and it piqued my interest. I said, "Oh, wow, this is what I'm gonna use this show when I form my church, the Church of Rick. I need you niggas to pay me for your salvation, so that you can get to the afterlife."
Oh my God, it's Rick, ladies and gentlemen. It's Rick.
What?
Moving forward.
What? Real quick, because I know it's gonna come. You want to have the religion talk? My social media link is in my name. Off camera guy, you can put that up. You can put my social media link.
The views and opinions are of Maestro.
DM me, and I'll destroy your religion just like I've destroyed everybody else.
It's his views, not mine. I don't want that smoke. Okay. Just like Mama Proper with those Samoas. I don't want that smoke.
Oh,
we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back to that.
You don't like Samoas?
No, I love Samoas. They don't like.
Who don't like them goddamn Samoas?
Apparently, Trey Robert doesn't. But and last one on the refill. There's a new show. I just put it out in the fan page. That's coming to Amazon Prime. It is called The Hunters. Basically, just a quick rundown on what it is about.
It's about Al Pacino. Nazis and cousin. Business is a booming.
I can't. All right, but yes, this is about some hitmen who are Jews, and they decide to find out that Jewish hitmen. Jewish hitmen decide to go, and I think they said it was based off a true story. they are pretty much knocking off Nazis.
Nazis who escaped Germany and who tried to run away from their war crimes. But as we all know,
killing some Nazis.
You can't run away from your past, especially when you've done horrible things like what the Nazis did. I'm down for anything. Anything with killing Nazis, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. I own all of the Wolfenstein games. All of them. I love them.
All right. Before we go on,
if there was a game where somebody made it where all you did was shoot Richard Spencer in the face, I'm about that life. I needs that. Okay. Matter of fact, I know it's some guys that code that watch this. I know it is. Make it. Make it. I don't care how much you need. Let me get that.
Okay. And feel free to call in. The toll-free number is 443.
Cam, if you're watching, punch that.
3155.
I still hate that shit.
I know he does. And
Cam, post that GIF you made of Richard Spencer getting punched in the group. Makes me happy.
Moving forward, talking about Nazis and stuff.
Makes my happy pace.
It's a great segue. So apparently, Colt 45 decided to go ahead and bomb one of the bigwigs in Iran. I'm not even going to get really into it because I'm scared shitless because those are one of the countries that just don't give a fuck. I'm scared for my life.
So,
but while we're here, go ahead. Go say what you was gonna say.
Well, I got a couple things I need to say about it. And I can just intertwine them into the conversation because I don't want to juggernaut or railroad this whole thing. I wore this shirt for a reason, guys. It's a Civil War shirt. I know it's a little splotchy. Stuff be happening. Don't worry about that. But it says "Divided we fall." You know what I mean? Our country is so divided right now, and so separate, and everybody is just, I'm on this side because of this, and I'm on that side because of that. We really have to. We got to get over these superficial differences, and we have to come together and get to being one country. And despite what people think, we need to be one country for the first time in our history.
Yeah,
this country has been separated since its inception, since the beginning. We have been separated, and we have to move past these things. I get that everybody is making their memes, and it's that's the way we deal with things because it's funny.
Oh, Cam.
Oh, hold on.
All right. You're on the line of Blurs and Whiskey. What's going on, Cam?
Nothing much. Just do my little report, or what little time I got to report for MagFest.
Oh yes. Real quick, let me preface that. Cam was at MagFest this weekend, and I know we touched on it earlier, but he's going to give us a quick rundown of what took place this weekend.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cam.
Well, honestly, I think MagFest is probably like one of the better, and I hate to say the word convention because it's really not a convention, but it's like for any type of genre, because it's literally two things, music and gaming. That's what MagFest stands for, music and gaming. So it's a combination of things we love. Like, we like listening to music while we're playing video games. We like listening to different kinds of artists, like nerdcore, like rap bands, or a full-blown orchestra playing like Halo or Mario Brothers, or it's like this type of genre, but they have one thing in common, which is the nerd culture or things of like that, or a niche genre. But it's such a vast, like, majority of musical, like, arrangements and talent out there that it's like almost like the sky's the limit when it comes to stuff like that. And you can even bands you never heard of, or rappers you never heard of, or singers you never heard of, or any type of quote unquote nerd that has any type of musical talent, just randomly decides to have a jam session, and then next thing you know, you got a new band started. Like, that's what MagFest is all about, music and gaming. So you want to get your ass kicked in a couple of games, so you test your might against expert gamers, go for it. You be humbled, you're gonna get humbled, but it's fun.
So it's essentially MagFest is a gathering of people coming together with like-minded interests and enjoying those things, so to speak, trying to have fun. Correct.
Correct. We can. That's the positive spin I can put on it.
And what happened this weekend?
Well, it's an arrangement of various age groups. Okay. So you get like people who have like unsupervised weekend fun and being let loose, or that comfort zone being pushed out, and next thing you know, you got people who and partake a little bit too much in excess, and you get some mishaps, like some random naked guy walking around because he was drunk. you had someone, cosplayers snatching wigs because they didn't think they had to pay full price for it.
They were.
I heard about that.
Snatching the wigs from vendors.
So there's one. The story is going around that this person was commissioned to make a wig for their costume.
Mm-hmm.
They did half the payment up front, and the other half they're going to pay upon delivery or at con. So when she saw it at con, apparently, I'm not sure exactly how she took it, but 1 minute they're discussing it, next thing you know, she snatched it straight off the person who was commissioned and took off. And later on, was seen with said wig in a photo shoot underwater.
Yeah.
And some people were like, I don't want to, put her on blast. I don't want to, she's trying to take the high road. She's like, look, just don't send no negative messages. Just be careful dealing with her. That's all I'm saying. And that's how it kicked off. And then, like I said, various people, a little too much fun. But, like I said, if it's kept, at a normal pace, I feel like MagFest is actually one of the better cons to me. Because, it's like I said, it's music and gaming. It's the only place where you can go, 3 in the morning. I want to go to the game room, and you're sitting there playing, free arcade games. You don't have to put no quarters in. I'm playing NBA Jam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I haven't played that. I haven't touched that arcade stick in, almost, 30 years.
Right.
On 1990.
right. 1990. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So basically,
I'm playing Shaq when he was Orlando Magic.
Right. 1992.
92.
Who was that guy from Charlotte Hornets? Grandma.
Larry Johnson.
Yeah, him. Yeah. I'm playing with him and Penny Hardaway.
It is funny because it's like an amazing convention going on, and then niggas just nigging.
Man,
I feel like it's a lighter Caucasian side that was a little bit wilding out. But,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like what from the sound of things, it sounds like a bunch of the younger kids who got a little bit of weekend freedom. Starting to feel themselves as adults. Mm-hmm. They could partake in some adult beverages for the first time.
Yeah,
and they got out there and they started wilding at the Gaylord. And that's
destruction of property.
Started.
I don't know how long the Gaylord's going to accept all these cons.
God,
I mean, honestly,
they're gonna cancel CassaCon. I'm telling you,
that could be a worry that they could cancel any upcoming cons. But honestly, if they made enough money from it, they ain't gonna worry about it.
They got insurance.
They're gonna Nino Brown and cancel this bitch. I'll buy another one.
I'm about to say, what y'all don't. They probably got if whatever was destroyed. There's a contractor that was in there working all night to fix it up. And they in there leasing that. I mean, they're renting that room out for $450 for the night tonight. You know what I mean? Because some dude that messed up with his wife, and he need to make it up to her, so he gets her an eye. He gets her a room with a view of the DCI. So, but no. All right, Cam. Thank you for the update. We appreciate it, brother. Know you got a busy schedule going on, so appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, homeboy.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right. But moving forward, first of all, I want to say thanks to Cam for giving us the rundown of what happened over at CassaCon. By the way, my middle brother, Cornell, a.k.a. Junq, has his own video game YouTube page that's actually, he was there this weekend, and I guess he may have dodged all the shit that just happened this weekend. I mean, good for him. I mean, because he said he had a wonderful time, but he never told me about that type of stuff.
Way to John Cena. Way to rise above the hate.
Yeah. But speaking of hate, like we were just saying, Colt 45 wanted to bomb the Iran and just basically start World War III. I'm scared shitless, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, while we're sitting here scared, thank God for Twitter, because they gave us some amusing World War III memes that has been going on, because I am laughing my fucking ass off about this.
You have to keep from crying.
Yes, you really do.
So I spent some time with a friend of mine a couple of days ago. And she's a military person, and she found out about everything, and she has 2 twin daughters, and I know she was a little upset about it, and she just started scrolling through her phone and looking at all the memes, and it's like OCG just said, you gotta laugh to keep from crying, because it's real.
It's real.
It is a real thing. Iran did something that they haven't done in years. They raised the red flag. And now, raising the red flag may mean different things to different people, but to them, it means we are going to war. And we're going to war.
They told the U.S., you have 3 days to get the fuck out of here. Because shit's about to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. And I mean, seriously, you gotta laugh or keep from crying. Because I had to tell my family this earlier this week. I love you guys. I was like, I love you guys. I'm scared shitless. So I don't know if this is gonna be the last time. By the way, this is actually kind of funny.
I don't know if everybody knows this. I don't know how much research into things that people do. But so here's the thing. This is the part that concerns me the most. Iran knows that they can't go soldier for soldier, weapon for weapon with us. They can't fight a straight up war with us. So what do you do when you can't fight a straight up war with somebody? Exactly. You Vietnam this thing. But here's the thing. They can get here. they can actually, like, people want to talk about terrorism and
they don't give a fuck.
They
seriously,
they can do things like, in this day and age, things that can be done. You don't have to hurt people by being there.
We're just sitting on we're sitting some what's the name, some people that just look like random foreigners and just blow shit up. Did you not see? I mean, by the way, I'm not trying to get into any conspiracy shit, but did you not see how fucked up 9/11 was?
What is our whole infrastructure based around? What we everything, all of you. All right, everybody. Let me get a little bit deep into it for you. Sorry, get a little serious for a second. All of your money, everything that you care about, is in that little thing that you hold in your hand and in your pocket. Those can be attacked remotely. And quickly.
Did you see what's the name of that movie with Jamie Foxx? Where him and Gerard Butler, Law Abiding Citizen.
Law Abiding Citizen.
He literally blew the fucking thing up to. I can do whatever I want to. Hello.
What
literally.
What if they decide to What if they decide to attack our money, which we all know is all digital, because we don't have any gold to back our money for real?
I'm broke. I'm sorry.
I'm already broke. You're really broke.
I'm already broke. I mean, seriously, don't mess this up more than what it is.
Like, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, not trying to terrify nobody, but it's good to laugh at the memes. But guys, this is terrifying.
It really is.
This is absolutely terrifying, and all because we let this orange flavored, whatever,
Cheeto flavored president.
He runs his campaigns based on fear, guys. That's what he did at the beginning by calling Mexicans and Latinos rapists and bad people and drug dealers and talking about building a wall. It's all based in fear, and we let him win. And he's doing it to us again. Again. He literally said this back when he's talking about Obama was going to do this to get reelected.
2012.
And he's doing it. He's doing it now. We cannot let the hate continue to win. We cannot. That's why we have to get over ourselves, and we have to galvanize past these things.
Yes, we do.
It's too important. It is too important, because I'm not even thinking about this for myself. I'm thinking about it for my little niece and my nephew and his kids and his kids and Trey's kids and down the line and what they have to deal with. Because unfortunately, I know this is going to rub some people the wrong way. I'm not like the last couple generations before us. I'm actually thinking about the future and what we're leaving for them. Yeah. Because I don't want to leave them in the hole. They need to be better than us. They have to be greater than us.
Yep.
And it's on us to be able to make them great again.
Ain't that some shit? Well, let's lighten up the mood. Because that's it got real dark, and but it need to be said.
Hey, but you like that? I can't put that on top of it.
I gotta give props to him. Props to him. So weird. But moving forward, Antonio Brown, AB being AB.
I thought you said this gonna lighten up the mood.
This nigga, this is the key term. Niggas be nigging. So as you know, we talked about this last time. Antonio Brown, he got suspended earlier. Well, first of all, he didn't want to be last year with the Pittsburgh Steelers, so he got traded to the or it's about to be the
Las Vegas, but they still in Oakland. So
the Oakland Raiders.
Well, shout out to Oakland. We give you respect. The Oakland Raiders, and he
got traded. Oh no, he got released. Because he was being a nigga.
I'm about to say he niggered his way out of there.
Yeah, I mean seriously,
first off,
how do you fuck up $30 million in 3 weeks?
You don't want to play for the Raiders that bad that first you frostbite your feet, then you run around and talk about us your helmet. My guy. I've been saying this amongst us for a while. You need a mentor, my boy. You need a real mentor, and not somebody that's gonna be like, "Oh, you great, you this." You need a nigga that's gonna slap you in the mouth,
slap the fuck out you because you need an OCG.
Real shit.
Need an OCG. No, real talk. I mean, we sit there and clown around with OCG, but if I say some, hey yo, why don't we talk about some funny shit? Like, no, motherfucker, we ain't talking about that shit this week. No, stop. We're not doing it. Grow the fuck up.
Absolutely need the OCG. and quite frank, and then you make us look bad, dude.
Yeah.
And by us, I mean black men. Yeah. You make us look bad by acting like this.
Yeah. Oh, but we have to get into the fact, what did he actually do? Okay, what he actually did this time. He decided to go ahead and, because he wasn't playing, and he pretty much jigabooed himself when he was saying, I don't need the fucking NFL. The NFL can kiss my ass. And then as soon as, the Patriots decided to pay him, he was like, oh, well, I just want to say thank you, and I'm gracious for the opportunity that you gave me. And then he did his whole tie shit with his legal situation. Basically, if you don't know, he was basically telling 3 women that used to work for him to he was sexually
sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
3 different women.
Yeah, and then decided to go and text every one of them in a group text and said, "You blanks better get your shit together, or it's gonna be a problem." So, and he decided, because Juju Smith-Schuster, who is his old teammate in Pittsburgh, he basically put out this tweet right here, basically saying "Hey, it wasn't it was a bad season this year, but we gonna fight our tail off to go back." And then he does some nigga shit like this. Literally, what was it say? Could you zoom in a little bit? Juju said Tusu Poo Zubu, some gibberish that he was trying to say, and then they had the translator downstairs saying, Juju ain't shit. I'm better than him. He better learn some respect. He literally needs. I think ever since what's his name, Vontaze Burfict fucking him up in that play, he ain't been the same since. I mean, seriously.
You might be right, but
and then because the what's the name, the Oakland Raiders lost. They basically put out a tweet saying that they lost to the Denver Broncos. He decided to clown their quarterback, who he was just when we seen Hard Knocks, he was just all up, "Hey man, what's going on? I can't wait to play with you in the Super Bowl, man. We're gonna go ahead and do some big things and shit." Now you look like a joke, bro. You're a fucking clown. And this ain't just me saying some old, "Oh, I ain't got the heart." I will say that shit in your face. You're a fucking clown. You're a clown. This ain't even no Big Herb shit talking.
Jeff Ramsey needs to know, what does it mean to jigaboo yourself?
Yes.
What does it know? He wants to know what it means.
What does it mean to jigaboo yourself? So there's a thing called a minstrel show where white people would dress up in blackface and they would dance in front of the cameras and shuck and jive and all of that stuff. And you play around in front of cameras and act like a real dummy, because that's what they portray black people to be. When we say somebody is jigabooing themselves, they're acting like somebody in blackface for the public. You're acting like a clown.
He literally just said weeks prior to him coming out and apologizing, he was like, "F the NFL. I don't need the NFL. I got all this shit." And I'm like, you know what? If you feel that way, brother, stand by what you say.
Yeah.
Stand by what you say, and I will ride with you on that.
Say what you mean and mean what you say.
But don't sit there the very next week because they getting to pay you back. You're gonna come over there and say "Oh, well, hey, Thank you, Mr. Kraft. I got my money now, so I mean, it's all well and gravy. Hopefully, we can play again together. No, fuck that. You're a fucking clown.
Stop selling your soul, my boy.
You're a clown.
Stop selling your soul.
Moving right along, because you got something else to say?
No. Okay. We're progressing forward past the idiocracy of Antonio Brown.
So,
and real quick, her putting on his Redskins hat. I'm a Skins fan, or I like to say supporter because I don't like to say fan because fan is short for fanatic, and I ain't fanatical about anything.
Yeah, I am.
Except for Captain America, but that's a whole nother thing. The Redskins made a very big move this week. You see this big ass Cheshire cat smile that Herb got on his face? I'm pretty sure every Redskins fan had it on their face when they found out that Bruce Allen
got fired.
His ass escorted right out of the building. You ever felt like you had like a really fat dog sitting on your chest, like a big Rottweiler just sitting there on your chest, and you can't breathe, and you can't get his big ass off, and then finally he just moves? That's the way every Redskin fan felt when they saw. Everybody saw it. I know you did. You saw that clip of Dan Snyder and Alex Smith walking out of Cowboy Stadium going this way, and Bruce going that way by his damn self. It felt great. His ass is gone, and then Dan doubled down by not only going out and getting a legitimate coaching candidate, but arguably the best available. Yes.
Can I get a hot take? Can I please? Oh my God, ding dong, the witch is dead. We finally got that cancerous motherfucker. We're in remission right now, ladies and gentlemen. You have no idea how happy as a Skins fan, as a DC sports fan. You know why? Because, A, we actually have some decent relevancy in this town. A, we have the Nationals who are champions. We have the Mystics who are champions. Just a year and a half ago, the Caps were champs. You have the actual Wizards who are actually trying to get themselves together. And then you have the Redskins who fired this motherfucking cancer. And I mean, seriously, when you think, you see this picture right here? I literally was crying. I woke up in the morning, saw how we got the number 2 pick. Dallas is out of the playoffs. And I don't give a fuck if y'all beat us twice. I don't even care. Because guess what? You're sitting on the couch with us watching the playoffs. You also have, Trent Williams possibly may come back. And then on top of that, you have a disciplinarian. 2 days in, after he introduced himself to the world as the Redskins head coach, he took away the ping pong table. And motherfuckers are going off like, why would you take the ping? They ain't got nothing. I don't care. It's giving structure. Hey, you want the fucking ping pong table? Hell, I'll get you a pool table too while you're at it. Win some goddamn games. Be relevant. Not relevant for the wrong things. We actually got a decent nucleus around us. We got some people who actually want to win. We have some people who are not trying to sabotage the fucking town. We have some people who will actually show up. People want to come over there and actually go to these games because they literally want to see this team strive for excellence. And you can't do that when you have the stuff that I want to say, I can't even say to the show because
let's call him a politician. He was a politician.
That's the PG version of what I want to call him.
He was there. Yes. He was there to bullshit and shuck and jive. And now we got a football guy.
Yes.
Who's there to coach football.
A military football guy.
Absolutely.
He preaches structure. He's not for the shits.
And you know what? I watched the press conference where they were talking about, Dwayne's job. He said it's not Dwayne's job. He was like, as far as I know, we got Case Keenum still on the roster. We got Colt McCoy. It is a competition for quarterback. Competition breeds greatness.
And what y'all got the number 2 pick?
Number 2 pick.
Number 2, Chase.
AKA Chase
Young.
Even though he went to DeMatha, come on home, young boy.
And guess what? He doesn't fuck with the Cowboys either because he grew up a Redskin fan. So guess what? Since he doesn't fuck this up and pick him in the first pick, we're picking him. Isn't this beautiful? Hey guys, I put this in my Redskin group. Hail to the Redskins. We got our fucking guy now. We really do. I thoroughly am. I woke up on Monday and because I knew that it was going to be, what do they call it? Black Monday. Mm-hmm. I couldn't wait to see what the fuck happened. Originally, we was all under the impression that Allen was just going to be working in because he tried to fool us with this shit about, oh, we can go ahead and still go ahead and I'll help out with trying to get you a new stadium. Who the fuck is going to come to a stadium if your team ain't good? Because last time I checked, last year when we was playing Philly, it was nothing but Philly fans in there. Earlier this year when we was actually playing the, the Cowboys, it was nothing but blue, silver, and white in there. It was nothing but that shit.
And
they made it so, and I don't mean to cut you off, this last thing I gotta say. They made it so bad that I didn't even want to be. But thank God for Blur. And I'm not just saying that as a promotion for us. Thank God for Blurs and Whiskey, because if I can't see it, I can't get mad at it. Legit. I'm legit serious. Like, I am truly happy as a Redskins fan right now.
I absolutely am too. I like the way things are going. I like the way they're gonna build. I saw today that they're not gonna hire a GM until after the draft. So that means
that's different. But
Ron Rivera is going to essentially, it's Ron Rivera's team. He's gonna run the whole thing. That's a brilliant thing. But the on the counterpoint of it, it's also a little bit saddening. Because Ron Rivera being a minority hire, that makes you happy, but then you think about it and you get into the long and the short of it. And the truth is we only got 4 minority head coaches in the NFL, 1 minority GM. The league is almost 80% black. We got to take some more strides, NFL. We got to take some more strides as a game with football. Like here's the thing. Most people don't know the XFL is about to start in February, right?
Yep.
The head coach and GM of the DC Defenders, the XFL team, is a black man.
Yeah.
His name is Pep Hamilton.
Yeah.
He was my offensive coordinator in college. He was Andrew Luck's offensive coordinator at Stanford. This dude is. There are some brilliant minority football minds out there, is what I'm saying. And we have to get past the good old boy network and give them a chance.
Because the sad thing is, like, there actually are great candidates. Like, here's the top 3 candidates for coaching this year: Eric Bieniemy, Ron Rivera, Marvin Lewis. 2 are black, 1 Hispanic. One of them got hired by the Redskins. I actually saw this, and I was waiting for somebody to sun him or clown him, because he said, when are we gonna have somebody check the Redskins because they ain't have any minority? They just hired 1 person, and like, dude, you do realize Rivera is a Latin name, right? Like, he legit is a Latin. He's Puerto Rican.
Well, you know, people don't read.
Like, I mean, just
people don't read. People don't read.
But anyway, but I mean, Anthony Lynn, Brian Flores, Mike Tomlin, all 3 black guys who are black coaches, and Ron Rivera. That's it. I mean, not to mention, okay, because we wanted to talk about this because this is considered the Rooney Rule. The Rooney Rule is basically, it was made up by, it's a rule in the NFL policy that requires the league teams to interview ethnic minority candidates for head coaching, senior football operation jobs. Some cite it as an affirmative action. It was established in 2003. It was named after the Pittsburgh Steelers owner at the time, when he was still alive, Dan Rooney. He was the former chairman of the league's diversity committee. And basically, he put in the rule saying, hey, you got to go ahead for these big wig positions. You have to interview. But here's the problem. If I already know that you guys ain't even going to look at me, why the hell should I go ahead and interview for this?
And that's the thing about it. You have a lot of these minority candidates who are turning down these interviews because they know
I'm not gonna get it. So why the hell?
I'm essentially this is not what they're saying, but this is what they're thinking. I'm the Rooney Rule nigga.
Yeah,
that's what they think. That's what it is, and they're turning these jobs down. But in all fairness, the NFL really has to change its way of thinking.
It really does.
They have to change their way of thinking. You know what I mean? Like, it's only 1 minority, and like, I don't know if you can call him a minority, but it's 1 minority owner. His name is Shad Khan of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You know what I mean?
Like, that's crazy, and the league is 80% black. You know how many young boys, and even now, it's some young girls who are hinging their hopes on being able to get their families out of the situation that they're in by playing football, but yet and still their boss and the people they work for don't look like them.
What exactly is a Latin verb?
Jamaica.
And at some point you said knuckles. Knuckles?
Huh?
Trey pointed out that you said knuckles, and he wants it on the shirt.
Herbers 2020. Knuckles.
What the hell is it?
Yes! 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 Yes!
He said, "Nah, OCG, add to the shirt." I don't know what the hell I just said. But I'm on.
Are we writing
fuck
it
it.
down?
I'm on the roll right now. I don't give a shit.
Is it going on the wall?
It's going on the wall.
Is it going on the wall? It's on the wall!
Let's wrap it up, fellas.
Oh, man. Well, this has been an entertaining show. The mega powers that be actually got along with each other for this episode.
Hey, fences have been torn down. Bridges have been built.
Yeah.
All that good shit.
Yeah. So as we do this, up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink, you butt bastards. Drink.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technicolor rainbow in between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And thank you for watching Blurs and Whiskey.
Be sure to like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms.
And check us out on blursandwhiskey.com.
Be sure to get that merch.
And come take this shot.